A Kentucky great has possibly become as famous as a social media star than he was as a basketball player. Rick Bozich and Rex Crawford discuss Rex Chapman's revealing new book in the latest sports page.
Well, Kentucky basketball has produced its share of colorful characters, but none more interesting than Rex Chapman. And I'm surprised with Rex Chapman with a new book coming out that he wrote with Seth Davis that there hadn't been more buzz about this book, but maybe that's about to change. Rick Bozich, you got an early copy and have already finished it. What do you think?
I couldn't put it down, Eric. It's amazing. Anybody who loves basketball and has followed basketball in this area knows what a big recruiting tussle it was between Denny Crum in Louisville and Eddie Sutton of UK to get Rex Chapman. He went to UK, always wished he would have went to Louisville, says that in the book, talks about he had so much cash he used to keep it in a shoebox under his bed at Wildcat Lodge, and his roommate could take some whenever he needed because he could always get more. But there's two parallel tracks in this story. All the outlandish stuff that he wrote about, I wrote about in my column, is also part of the Rex Chapman story, that as much as it looked like he had everything, what he didn't have was happiness. He had big troubles with anxiety, he had big troubles with depression, he had an addiction to opioids, he had an addiction to gambling, and it cost him his life in more than $40 million. And thankfully he got help in this town at the Brook thanks to Paul Andrews, and now he's got his life back together and he's working again for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, and it's still a risk to do a book like this. It's a struggle. He talks about having panic attacks even during the publishing process of this book. I remember when he was going through all those arrests, I had reached out a couple times to his sister Jenny just to check on him. Wasn't asked for a story, but she didn't talk a whole lot about Rex on the inside, but you could just tell there was a struggle going on, and more than anything that he has found a place in life where he's comfortable. His Twitter account is a must follow. He's done ventures with CNN. He's back now in the NBA working some, so all of that is good. But just the little stories, the tidbits, the night before the big Louisville game when he was at Kentucky and scored all those points, just those little stories I think people are going to enjoy. If you don't have time to read the book, read Rick Bozich's column, which is about to post at WDRB.com. Go there and click on sports.